Elsa, you forgot the sugar. Elsa.
Not on my account.
You don't take sugar?
I don't take Ovaltine.
If it's good enough for Orphan Annie, Sergeant. The list of the people you are to be picking up in the morning. At 9:30 a.m. in front of the Brill Building, you'll be picking up a Mr. Eddie McEwen. Mr. McEwen is a young comedian. The Brill Building is...
Yeah, I know where it is.
Of course you do. Then at 2:30 East, you'll be picking up a Mr. Baverstock. Oh, Mr. McEwen, I am given to understand, is an incredibly struggling young comedian. Perhaps for his sake, Mr. Baverstock will sit up front with you.
Swell.
Then at East 93rd, you'll be picking up a Mr. O'Reilly. Patrick O'Reilly is an Irish tenor.
You told us, Mr. Baverstock, you have a new chauffeur?
I made up some story, yes. The others arrive by car and train tomorrow. I do hope they make their connection.
Snow's supposed to stop by midnight.
I wish they'd settle whatever they're striking about. I'm sick of stepping Boston.
And still falling all along the eastern seaboard. What had been originally estimated as 2 inches has already doubled that with no end in sight.
I hope this won't scare off our people.
My dear, these are actors, producer, composer, lyricist, coming to get my money for their Broadway show. Nothing short of the end of the world will stop them.
If this is going to work, you've got to say the speech exactly like we rehearsed it. You gonna be able to pull off your end of this okay?
Espionage is in my blood, Sergeant. I won't fail you. Poor dead Bibi's makeup deco kit. Being au courant was so important to her. Now, she is anything but.
Here.
That which may reveal a murderer. Oh, we're going to have a grand adventure, aren't we, Sergeant? And for it, an even more grand venue. I'm thinking to start a terrine of Decembered fruit, followed by lobster on dill.
Well, since my first adventure will be driving through a snowstorm tomorrow, I better get some sleep.
Come, I'll show you to your room.
the Federal Bureau of Investigation would confirm these rumors. The Nazi submarine is believed to have landed these men on the shore off Long Island earlier this month. With the discovery of the body of Franz Becker knifed to death in the back of a restaurant in the Yorkville section of Manhattan, it is now believed that only one, possibly the leader of the saboteurs, is still at large. In other news, the British 8th Army announced success today in North Africa, near Sidi Barrani.
And the bar needs condiments. Will you see to it?
Ja, gnädige Frau.
Not a frat. A bit formal this morning, aren't we? Oh, I see. Little Elsa's curious about my overnight guest, isn't she?
Nein.
Not even curious what bedroom he slept in? Don't worry. You're still the princess here. Now, to the dinner. There will be 7 for lunch and 4 for dinner. So I want you at your most efficient today, Elsa. I'm not at liberty to tell you why, but today we'll add a most bone-chilling chapter to the Von Grassen-Newton annals. Get that as well, will you?
Oh, thank you, thank you. Sure, that's after we're being stuck down on the road at the bottom of your driveway, wouldn't you know? Yeah, here's the car. No, that's another car. We can't even get up the hill. I'm Patrick O'Reilly. I'm one of the actors. I came up to see if I could borrow a shivel. Shivel? Oh, Fräulein von Grassen-Newton is using that right now. May I take your coat? Well, I may as well go back down then and see what I can do. You are Irish, Mr. O'Reilly. As Paddy's cow? And you are Scandinavian? I am German. Are you now? A refugee. Fräulein von Grassen-Newton gave me refuge here 4 years ago. Did she now? From the Nazis. The Nazis, was it? Swine that they are. Oh, I see. Well, it's for most interest in meeting you, miss. Wenzel. Elsa Wenzel. Wenzel, yes. Pitifagora. But isn't there a very famous German cabaret entertainer named Wenzel? At the Tivoli, I believe. You pay attention to the German cabarets? Well, it's apt to be me business now, isn't it? Dieter Wenzel, isn't that his name? I never paid much attention to the cabarets.
Here's the library. We'll hold the audition here, Ken. Director at work. You can move it around any way you like.
It's perfect.
Hello, I'm Elsa von Grassen-Newton.
Oh, I'm Patrick O'Reilly. Our group was stuck down below. I came up to see if I could borrow a shovel.
A shovel.
A shovel.
Oh, well, of course. There's one right outside the door. And this is Miss Nikki,
Crandall.
And this is Ken LeMays, your director.
Oh, pleased to be meeting you, I'm sure. Now, why do we have to get in the shovel?
I'll go with you.
Oh, it's after being at the bottom of the hill, miss. And the snow is as steep as the cliffs of Killarney.
I'm of solid Bavarian stock, Mr. O'Reilly. Snow is in my blood.
But not in your heart, dear Elsa. This lady is the most generous patron of our art alive today.
Am I Ken?
Without you, Elsa, there would be more than 30 or 40 shows on the Great White Way. She backed 12 last season.
Well, I do like to dabble. Now, Ken, suppose you go mix you and Miss Crandall a drink. Elsa will take your luggage to your room. Northwest guest room, Elsa. Oh, Roger and Bernice will be down as soon as they thaw out. Maxwell is still trudging up the hill. Soon we'll be all together, right, Ken?
Yes, it'll be good to see Roger and Bernice again.
All together again. By 10.
Yes.
Great! And when I get back, I want to hear all about Hollywood, what it's like.
Just take the garment district and dump it in the middle of an orange grove. That's Hollywood.
How picturesque.
Of course, there is an ocean somewhere.
You never saw the ocean?
Certainly I saw the ocean. I was at a party in Santa Monica and someone pulled open the drapes. Drink?
No, thank you.
You were about to tell me in the cab which show you were with in Washington.
Dewberry.
You know Bob then?
Bob?
Bob Alton, the choreographer.
This was the road company. Jimmy Arneman staged it.
I see. And did you close in Washington?
No, I left the show in Washington.
Not to come up here for a Bacchus audition, I hope.
Oh no, I've got other things on the fire.
And you're a singer? Dancer?
Dancer mostly.
Yes, I thought that when I watched you get off the train.
I walk like a duck, you mean?
No, you tripped over your suitcase.
Sure sign.
And with whom did you study dance?
Well, see, I'm from Chicago.
I know Chicago quite well.
South of there, actually. You know Kankakee?
I'm afraid not.
I studied there with Natasha Dubrovishka.
I see.
Jeepers, this is a swell house, isn't it?
Yes,
I'll bet they have some swell houses in Hollywood.
ostentatious, but swell, yes.
You live out there?
I'm actually hoping this enterprise will bring me back to New York.
You're not working on any movies now?
I just finished a picture, Moonlight in Rio.
Moonlight in Rio? You shot a movie in Brazil?
No, I shot it in Culver City, except for the beach. The beach I shot in Oxnard.
Who's in it?
Alice Faye, Dick Powell, Phil Silvers, Ann Miller, the darling, Patsy Kelly, George Brandt, Luritz Malchior, Joshua Heifetz, and Bora Minovich.
Oh, sure, I saw that.
I'm sure you did, but this one hasn't been released yet.
Oh.
It's good. Good to be back.
New York?
The theater. That event as ancient as man, and as mysterious and inspiring as the nature man once sought to imitate or appease in his earliest rituals. Rituals we now call the theater. Not moving pictures, but life. Life distilled into the pure, clear ring of truth. Never forget that. It is your heritage.
I guess, but I've only done musical comedy.
Yes, well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to take this sherry upstairs and into the bathtub. Try and wash off some of this Union Pacific Railroad I brought with me.
Sure, I want to look over these lead sheets anyway.
See you later.
Hi, I'm Admiral Byrd. Am I lost? Is this the North Pole? Boy, what a storm! I passed 4 penguins on my way up here. One of them was wearing a polar bear. I'm only kidding. I'm Eddie McEwen. Is this your place?
No, I'm Nikki Crandall. Miss Von Grossenuten just went down the hill to help some people who are stuck.
Yeah, that's us. In a taxi ahead of us and a car behind us. They'll never make it up the hill. I decided to hoof it.
Your boots, the Oriental.
Right. Sorry. So, you here for the audition?
Yes,
You, write it, or?
I'm an actress.
Oh, good. Guess we'll be working together.
You're an actor?
Well, I'm a comedian, actually. You see Elsa poppin'?
Are you in it?
Had a couple of bits, yeah. Just left it a month ago. Doing some radio. Is this the closet?
Couple closets outside in the hall.
Ah. Out here?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got music.
Yeah, didn't they send you some?
I only got the gig yesterday. Some other guy got sick. My agent asked me, can I sing? Sure, I say. Always say yes, one of my rules. No matter what they ask, yes. So this morning a limo comes and picks me up and parks me up in front with the chauffeur. Then we go and pick up a mug and a high roller over in Yorkville. What a trip! Driving in a snowstorm? I can't see a thing, so I don't know how the driver can. And on top of that, he's deaf.
Death?
Had to be. I did 40 minutes of my best stuff. You don't crack a smile. Woo. White House Merry-Go-Round
Nice tune.
by Roger Hopewell and Bernice Roth. Hopewell and Roth? Hey, is this going to be one of their shows?
I guess so.
Hot dog!
You don't get any better than that.
What a break! I think except for Manhattan Holiday, they've never had a flop. Oh, what's the other music? Is there another for Leech Street? Or
I don't know, but I'm sure Mr. De La Maze will assign for it.
Ken De La Maze? He's here too? He's the director! Hot dog!
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I don't know anything except I'm getting paid $25 to do a backers audition for some dame named Von Gross or something.
Newton.
No thanks, I just had a Danish.
That's her name, Von Grossen Newton.
Hey, it was a joke. I'm a comic, remember?
I'll try.
Boy, this is the opportunity of a lifetime to be at the start of a hit show. I'm guessing they're looking for a producer.
As I understand it, they've got a producer. They want an angel.
Who's the producer?
Maxwell Baverstock.
Hot dog! Maxwell Baverstock. Oh my God!
He was probably the man in your car. Was he smoking a big cigar? You're going back out?
I'm going back, period, to New York City.
What?
Come on, get your coat. It's the same people. Manhattan Holiday, the same creative team.
So they had a dud. That scares you back to New York?
No, the stage door slasher scares me back to New York. Come on, get your coat.
The who?
Where you been? The stage door slasher? 2 years ago, 3 women murdered, all in Manhattan Holiday.
Oh, now I remember reading something. See, I was on the road.
And they had to close up the show. The chorus wouldn't come in until they caught the slasher and lady, and they never caught him. So let's hit the breeze.
If he only killed women, what are you so worried?
How do I know he hasn't changed his preferences? Come on!
What makes you think the killer would even be here? There are no chorus girls here and... Wait a minute. I'll get my coat. This is silly. That was 2 years ago, and the only similarity is the creative team. Anyhow, you'll never make it back to New York in this weather. Look how thick the snow is falling. It's a dark, sunless day. For all you know, the killer may be stranded out there in the snow, waiting. And it's just going to get darker and darker.
You can stop before we get to Dracula's entrance, all right? Come on, get your coat. I'll leave her a note. I'll take my chances outside. Why, there must be 25 rooms in this joint. The slasher could be hiding in any one of them, and that don't count the closets.
My gosh!
What?
A secret passage!
Let's get out of here!
Let's take a look!
My gosh! They do exist.
Who do?
I thought it was only in movies where whenever there's a lunatic killer loose and killing everybody and his mother, someone, usually a dame, hears a noise in the hen house and goes out in the pitch black night to investigate.
Did you ever notice in those same movies there's always a big, strong hero who's not afraid of the dark?
I'm a comic, remember? The dark definitely scares us. It's part of our training.
Oh, you must be Mr. McEwen, since you're the only one unaccounted for. I'm your hostess, Elsa von Grossenuden. And of course you must know Mr. Baverstock and Mr. O'Reilly, since you rode up with them.
Hardly know us as Mr. McEwen is up front with your driver. I didn't get a chance to tell you, Mr. McEwen, I think it's simply fantastical of you to join us last moment like this.
Well,
And
thanks,
this
but
is Miss Crandall. Nikki, darling, I don't think you've had the chance to meet Mr. Baverstock. Do you, have a cold, Mr. McEwen?
There's been a hitch. I got my dates mixed up, and I'm due back in New York.
Oh dear, when?
Well, it would be, right now.
Well, I don't know how you'll get there. Maybe it skipped your attention, but we're having a snowstorm.
Well, I know, but
I know I, for one, would be so sorry to see you go, since I've heard such good things about your work. And of course, Ken De La Maze, who knows every agent in Hollywood, is directing you. Now, do you have an agent in Hollywood, Eddie?
Come on, let's get to work.
What about the slasher?
Let him get his own agent.
can't wait for you to see the show, Elsa. I've got it all budgeted out, even down to the opening night party. We'll hold it at Sardi's, naturally, and if we charge the actors just a teensy cover charge, we'll break even. You were decorating, Elsa.
Oh, my bookcase has been turned. Did someone move the pencil hole?
I guess I did that.
My secret passage. Where does it lead?
2 other passages. The house is laced with them.
My goodness, Nancy Drew would be in seventh heaven, wouldn't she? You never told me about this house, never.
Oh, they're nothing, Maxwell. Really, just your average, ordinary, everyday secret passages.
Was this a stop on the Underground Railroad or something?
No.
But then why?
My father, who built the house, was Baron Wilhelm von Rossenden.
Ah, yes.
You've heard of him?
Well, wasn't very much a picture about him. With Eric von Stroheim. Or am I thinking of someone else?
Someone else. Though he was a legend, there has been no motion picture on him.
Obviously, I have him mixed up.
He built the house after he left Germany. After the war,
Oh, he was a general.
he was the Kaiser's chief of espionage and the greatest intelligence mind in European history.
He was a spy?
You've heard of, perhaps, the Dreyfus Papers, the Colonel Rebel letter, the von Moltke note, the Hasenhorf memo, the Kruger telegram, the von Emmett shopping list, events which changed the course of history with my father at their center, working in clandestine, covert alliance, shrouded in an atmosphere of stealth, secrecy, and subterfuge.
Yes, but why the secret passage?
It was the only way he could leave the room.
Is all our company met?
Oh, Ken, darling!
Maxwell, good to see you again.
Kids, this is Ken DeLamaze. Now, whomever you met.
Hi, I'm Eddie McEwen. I just did Hell's a Poppin', and
Eddie, we'll go to work shortly, but first
Excuse me, gnädige Frau, but I cannot find the meat cleaver.
You need a meat cleaver, Helsa?
For the hors d'oeuvres,
Well,
yeah?
if you need it. My home is yours, everyone. Make yourselves comfortable. You sure you need a meat cleaver, Helsa?
Jawohl!
Look, Ken, the secret passage.
So it is. Very much like the one I just used in The Circular Staircase with Paulette Goddard, Laird Krieger, Judith Anderson, Lionel Atwill, George Sanders, Peter Lorre, and John Carradine.
Oh, I saw it, Ken. It was some of your finest work.
It hasn't been released. Now, cast, as I was saying, we'll go to work shortly. But first, I must remind you that although this is only a backer's audition for an audience of one, it is still theater. So any questions of character or interpretation that you have, bring them out. For theater is nothing more or less than life distilled into the pure, clear ring of truth.
Someone a
of
martini, I'm in danger of frostbite.
Roger, darling, how fantastical.
Maxwell, love the new word.
Cast, this is Roger Hopewell. Now, here to do your music, Roger, we have Mr. McEwen, Miss Crandon, and of course, Mr. O'Reilly.
Your eyes are very blue.
Perhaps I will have that drink now. It helps excuse such licentious behavior such as this.
I was not being licentious, Maxwell. A trifle libidinous, perhaps, a bit lascivious, but not licentious.
What's the difference?
The placement of the tongue, I imagine.
Ken, you. How wonderful to be working with you again. You know, I was talking to Bernice on the way here about how now our script will have distilled truths and clean rings and new spark plugs and all those wonderful things Ken does. And you must be the comic.
right. You see me work?
Oh, no. I mainly assumed that was why you were only wearing one overshoe.
My gosh, I forgot all about it.
I must have that martini.
How about the rest of our performers? Care to have a drink before enticing us out for money?
Oh, I wouldn't mind a shot of bourbon if you got it.
Hiya, gang.
Bernice, you're looking wonderful.
Missed you, kid.
You've added a bracelet, I see.
Have a drink with us, Bernice. I'm having a teeny martini.
In that case, I'll have a huge Manahoot. Oh, and would you like a cherry? Be realistic, Roger.
This cast is Bernice Roth, the librettist. Here to oh, my goodness, sorry. Your cast.
Martini time!
Sorry I'm late getting downstairs. The storm froze the lock on my overnight case, and I've been upstairs heating it with a candle.
Are you heating it up?
And the candle kept dripping wax on the rug, so I had to move into the closet where I set something on fire.
Set what on fire?
I don't know, whatever it was burnt up. Then the maid walks in while I'm kneeling on the floor in the closet with its raging fire over me and asks if I'm Haitian. Your eyes are very blue.
Ain't it something to be with all these famous people?
I guess so.
Drop your tan.
It only costs one soul.
May cost us ours. Bernice and I have been asked to do a motion picture later this year. You know who Abbott and Costello are?
Those two guys in the Bobby Clark thing?
Streets of Paris!
Streets of Paris. Well, Universal has signed them, and we've been approached about some songs.
That reminds me of that dancer fellow. What's his name? The Grover champion.
Oh, Gower champion.
Yes, we should think about him in this next scene. Now, Bernice, I know you're only in first draft, but think about taking that long section where the sailor's telling the woman how beautiful she is and making it into a ballet.
I didn't think that section was all that long.
Ever notice how in Bernice's writing, every time someone tells a woman how beautiful she is, the scene goes on forever?
Yeah, that comes from understanding romance, Roger, a subject you are somewhat hazy on.
It comes from writing under that smoked mirror you've got over your desk.
Come on, kids. Let's get back to work.
All together once more, are we not? All together. And are we all comfortable?
We're fine, Elsa.
We're about to start rehearsals, Elsa.
Anyone need a refill?
Sure.
Heavens, how dark it's getting, and it's only just past noon. How wonderful. Oh, the snow just won't stop, will it? What are you having, Bernice?
What's closest?
Excuse me, gnädige Frau, but your cook is called and is snowed in.
Well, there's nothing for it, but I shall go into the kitchen and whip us up a quick lunch. We don't want to be hungry for the big show, now do we? Come, Elsa, let's see if we remember how to do sauerbraten.
Sauerbraten?
Oh, yes, she's decided to make a dish that even if she wrote, no one could tell the difference.
I suggest we get started with the rehearsals, since that is why we are here.
Is it? Hasn't anyone wondered why this particular creative group has been gathered in this particular house?
A Bacchus audition.
Featuring the team whose last effort was Manhattan Holiday, the show during which Phoebe McAllister, Elsa's friend, was murdered. Need another drink, Ken? You look as though you need one.
It's just that memory of that horrible time. I had wished it was forgotten.
Obviously, it isn't. Though Elsa is eccentric, though she slithers through life as though she were Gail Sondergaard, her behavior today strikes me as more batty than usual.
If that's even possible.
And I believe we've been gathered here for a dual purpose.
Which is?
She wants to observe us. Together.
To what end?
Excuse me, but who was murdered? Were you in New York 2 years ago? 2 years ago, I was visiting Mule Miver in County Cork.
You were visiting a mither?
Someone murdered 3 members of our dancing chorus.
You suspect the killer was part of the show?
We don't know.
Oh, of course we know. We play New Haven, a murder, Boston, a murder, Philadelphia,
Terrible reviews.
and a murder closes us in New York. Someone with the show, Ken.
See, I told you.
someone with the show.
You think the killer's in this house?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but you're not have to know much about murderers. They may occasionally be drawn back to the scene of the crime, but once they are freed away, they never intentionally associate themselves with anyone who could suspect them.
And how do you know so much about murderers?
The old Fither's Fither. God rest their souls. We're police officers.
And you're a tenor.
I still think that's why we're gathered here.
Sounds like a parlor game, Mr. Hopa. Murder's never so interesting. In life, it is sudden and filled with rage. Quite emotional, quite messy. No secret passages, just blood-soaked carpets.
But blood-soaked carpets! Excuse me, I thought I heard something about blood-soaked carpets.
We were talking about real life, House. God knows why Sister here to do a musical comedy.
Oh, well, Fräulein von Grassenbühl has informed me that lunch will be served in about 30 minutes. Until then, I have the hors d'oeuvres.
Well, I suggest we get started with the rehearsals, which, Roger, is the only reason we are gathered here.
Just thought it worth mentioning.
Well, if you believe there to be a killer on the loose, you best not stand in front of the bookcase. It's a secret passage.
Shall we get to work, or are we just gonna get in some pajamas and tell ghost stories? Actors, over there. Roger, Bernice, at the piano.
I am sorry there is no Broadhurst, Mr. O'Reilly, since you're interested in things such German!
Bernice,
Huh?
have you decided how much of the book we are going to use?
What?
The book?
What?
Bernice,
What?
has Roger silliness gotten to you?
Oh, no, of course not. I was just thinking. I mean, we have nothing to be afraid of. My God, we're warm and cozy in this lovely old kind of weird house with secret passages and blood-soaked carpets and slightly isolated by the storm.
I'm afraid I have a rather troubling announcement. I hope none of you have to reach New York this afternoon because the phone line seems to have gone dead.
And the phone line seems to have gone dead.
There's nothing to be afraid of. Just breathe. Breathe. God. Just focus on the show. Elsa wants to see this before 4. She wants to see it before dinner as well.
I need to see a man about a dog.
Oh, me too.
And maybe some coffee.
Oh, God, yes.
Coffee sounds nice.
All right, 10 minutes.
Today won't be after wanting anything. I'm going to go to the kitchen for a spot of hot chocolate.
I'd love some.
See if she has tea. No, never mind. I'll come myself.
Hey, Mr. De La Maze, I noticed in the sheets that there's a bit where the taxi driver does an imitation of the Japanese ambassador.
Eddie, Roger and Bernice have Bert Lahr in mind for the role of the cab driver.
See, I do a Japanese.
It needs a name in there. You understand.
I was just thinking it would add flavor.
It'd be unfair not to tell you that that's the direction they're looking.
You are surprised I speak your language. I was educated at UCRA.
Eddie, your talent is just as special as Lahr's, but I believe it is distilled from a different kind of truth. There will be more roles in the future that will ring closer to the quality you project, okay?
Okay. Thanks a lot, Mr. De La Maze. What did he say?
He said no.
All right. Heck, even if I am just second banana, this could be the big break I've been waiting for. What about you? Aren't you excited about all this?
They usually give stars for the parts I'm reading, don't they?
Well, you never know. You live in New York?
Yes.
Whereabouts?
West 64th, between Broadway and Amsterdam.
Yeah? I live on 50th, right across from Madison Square Garden.
I used to live near there, 48, the dance belts.
You live alone, or,
I have 2 roommates.
Got a boyfriend?
Did have. He joined the Navy last year.
Yeah! Navy's not so bad. But thinking maybe I should join up before I get drafted.
Aren't you a bit old to be drafted?
Yeah, right now. But the way things are going, I figure I better get a name for myself in show business PDQ, so that if I am drafted, I can get into the entertainment section of the Army.
You want to kill 'em with laughs, huh?
Well, they got such units.
A Comets Battalion? Yeah, they hit the beach right after the magician.
It's called Special Services.
Uh-huh, and they pass out ping pong balls.
You know, I would have known you were a dancer, even if you never said so.
Yeah?
Yeah, you talk straight out, like a guy. Most dames don't talk that way, dancers do. Of course, I'm talking showbiz, not ballet.
You date a lot of dancers?
I don't date a lot of anything.
You haven't got a girl?
Nope! See, most dames, they don't want to get serious with a comic. But that's okay, that's the way it's laid out.
What's laid out?
The hero gets the girl, the comic gets the laughs.
In the movie.
And in real life, pretty much the same.
I wouldn't know. I haven't met any heroes.
Met any comics?
Just one. I want to look over that second act ballad.
Do you believe in, chemistry?
Chemistry?
Yeah, you know, you look at someone and something happens.
I don't know.
Well, it's happening here. O'Reilly and the maid? I'm thinking we're seeing the start of some kind of hot affair. They really got eyes for each other.
Yeah. Maybe they sense something in common.
Well, some people believe in it, chemistry. Never happened to you?
Nope.
What about your boyfriend?
We grew up together. He was just always there.
Till now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's never happened to me either. Chemistry.
Probably just in the movie.
No, it happened to my father.
Dick?
Yeah, from a bus window. He was on the corner, she was on the bus, they saw each other, wham! He chased that bus for 5 blocks.
It was your mother?
Oh, some girl never saw her again. He used to tell me, Eddie, when it happens, you'll know. It's chemical. Just hoping number 17 to Ozone Park, that's an express. Yeah. Yeah, it can happen. You just gotta be looking for it, I guess.
Shall we get back to work?
So, how are you all doing? Mrs. Von Grossenmoon wanted me to bring some fresh coffee in here for you.
We just had coffee.
So you won't have to go back into the kitchen.
She probably just wants us out of the way while she learns to like the oven.
So, you folks are in the show business, huh?
Yes. Do you attend the theater very often, Mr.
Kelly? No, not that much. I did have a cousin at the Hot Mikado at the World's Fair, though.
Dinner, such as it is, will be around 7. To tide you over, I'll have Helsa bring in some Liederkranz.
Don't worry about us, Elsa. We're doing fine.
Now? Oh. And one other thing. When we were cleaning out your rooms in preparation of your arrival, guess what we found? B.B. McAllister's makeup kit. It had been packed with the, showgirl costumes after the show was shut down and sent to Princeton University.
Showgirl costumes? Thought Princeton was a men's school.
Only in the daytime, obviously.
It's for that show they do. It has a kick line.
Someone saw the kit, and recognizing it as one of the murder victims, sent it over to the police. Who thereupon sent it to me. I put it in the closet and forgot about it. Until yesterday. I got curious. I opened it. And what do you think I found?
Oh no, I don't want to hear this. It's gonna be someone's finger, something.
A small notebook. Round notebook.
A round notebook?
No. Well, a notebook which was filled with, notes and doodles and tiny little spirals.
What?
Well, no, the notebook had phone numbers that, caught my eye. Caught my eye! The night of the appointment, the night she was murdered.
An appointment with whom?
Don't know. But he was wearing a watch. No? Oh, the book gives time and place.
That night? Probably just an appointment to go over a key change or something.
Couldn't have been. The night before Beebe was murdered, we were dark. No one was at the theater.
What are you getting so excited about, Roger?
No one was there.
No.
They weren't.
Weren't what?
They weren't, singing.
What? Who wasn't singing?
Well, they weren't singing, in an elevator. No? I need some coffee.
Well, the stage manager was at the theater. I remember because the set designer and I stopped by before going to dinner at Toffiniti's.
Couldn't have been Ken. The stage manager was with me that night at the Blue Ribbon.
No, Maxwell. See, I remember distinctly because it was the first dark night.
I ought to know my own damn stage manager was Ken.
Calm down, Maxwell. Why are you so upset?
An alibi, obviously.
Oh, the note doesn't say theater. It says hotel. The night Beebe was murdered, she had an appointment with the hotel.
Appointment with whom? No one was there.
We only used a suite there as a staff room.
Why don't we take a look at the book?
I think it's better if we just turn it over to the police. In the morning.
Excuse me, Miss Von Grossen.
Newton. Yes?
Well, maybe you should take that notebook and put it in a safe place, because if it connects the killer to the murders, he would kill to get it.
But he doesn't know I have it. Does he?
Well, he does now!
Really, Mr. McEwen? For that to be true, the murderer would have to be in this room.
I told you.
Oh, come on now. The killer couldn't think one of us. I mean, we're soul people. Now, on with the act of the second, as Shakespeare might have said.
You might have, but I doubt if he ever did.
Do you mind if I watch a bit, Ken? You know I adore the rehearsal process.
No to spoil the audition for you,
I shan't stay long, just to sit
really?
Well, it is my house.
God's sakes, Maxwell, let her stay. I need to get started.
Well, sit here, Elsa.
All right. Act 2 begins with, we already have coffee.
Oh, well, Fräulein von Grossen Newton has informed me that Ed O'Reilly prefers
chocolate! All right. Bernice, second act, please.
Okay, White House merry-go-round, Act 2. It opens in the Senate chambers. On stage are Biff and Trudy. There are also some page boys.
Oh, fantastical. Simply fantastic.
Excuse me.
What is it now?
Sure, and I fear the hot chocolate is going to give me a terrible headache. I notice I'm not needed in this number, so if you don't mind, I'll step out for some aspirin.
Oh, you poor, dear boy. There's some in the kitchen. I'll go get it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Come right back.
That's the format. Here's how it goes. Trudy is opening some of Biff's constituent letters, all of whom have ideas on how to run the country. This leads to the opener. Everyone can do it better.
Right. After Bernice's intro, we do the number. Roger?
Of course. Biff, Trudy, and I'll do all the page boys.
I'm sure you will.
Have a drink, Maxwell. It'll coat your tongue.
What happened?
Try the light switch.
Where is it?
Everybody stand still. It may be a power failure. I'm heading to the basement.
Are there any candles?
What was that?
An owl?
In the library?
Oh, this is all making me very nervous.
Oh, calm down, Bernice.
I'm not Bernice. Stop rubbing my neck.
Sorry. Let's all remain calm. It's probably just a snowstorm. I'm sure Miss Von Grossen will be here soon with candles.
Is everyone all right? I thought I heard a scream a moment ago.
Yes, I bumped into the bed.
We're all here, Bernice.
That's Roger and Ken. This is me, the performer.
I'm here.
And me.
And Maxwell! Oh!
Lights are back. Is everyone all right? I think it's because I plugged in the toaster.
We're doing fine, Elsa. We're moving as quickly as we can.
No hurry. I haven't even started the white sauce.
White sauce?
On sauerbraten?
Back to work, kids.
Of course. From the top, I'll play it again so you can get a feel for it, and then we will sing.
Take it home, Roger.
Maxwell?
I don't think he liked it.
He's smiling, see? He's just not being vocal.
Well, following that number, which will be funnier and catchier. Or just cut completely if you hate it that much.
Bernice, let's go on.
No, I mean, that's the second act opener. And if he hits...
All right. Maxwell, do you hate it? Or is Bernice just going through a typical attack of paranoia?
Maxwell, buddy, we're all friends here, right? So if you've got something to say, why not say it now instead of sitting there like a typical producer?
Someone has pulled the main power. Has anyone come into...
He's dead.
Dead? My God!
Well, that should make you feel better. At least it wasn't the song.
Has anyone come into the room from the passageways and out the door?
I was by the door. They would have had to go by me. Oh my God!
I'll check the hall.
How about here?
Someone call the police!
Police! Police! Police!
On the phone, Bernie!
The phone is dead, remember?
Shut up. Oh, the closet.
The closet.
The closet!
The phone is in the closet.
Drop her!
So, does this mean the show is canceled?
I should have listened to my numerologist. She said to stay out of Westchester County. It adds up to death and decay.
Poor Maxwell. He had so much to live for. Though at the moment, I can't think of a single thing.
I fear Elsa has brought the stage door slasher to Chappaqua.
You think? Could just be someone who was after Maxwell. The Schuberts, maybe?
What about Elsa?
Well, we buried them in the snowdrift. It's the best we could do under the circumstances. It's a blizzard out there. You can't see a foot in front of your face.
Or the rest of the body, for that matter.
This coffee hot? Jeez, it's brutal out there.
Ooh, is this hot chocolate?
Don't touch that! I'm no expert, but it smells to me like that stuff has been poisoned. O'Reilly sniffed it just before the lights went out, and he would have... Hey, where the hell is he anyway?
That's the $64 question.
Elsa probably just used too much salt.
You put salt in hot chocolate.
Of course, should only be a bit, but it does give it a nice snap.
I've never thought of that. I've tried a dab of nutmeg, of course, but I
Nutmeg? In hot chocolate?
Could we please leave the recipe exchange till another day? We've got a killer loose here.
I found the blueprints
What blueprints?
of the estate. Since whoever cut off the power escaped through the tunnels, I figured if we looked through lunch in case we get lost?
This only shows the house. This doesn't show the passageways.
Well, of course not. They're secret.
All right. Right now, I want everyone where I can see them.
And I want to look for clues.
I'm in charge of this investigation, and I say you're staying here.
Investigation? What investigation?
Murder investigation. I'm a cop.
Why are you telling them?
This has gone too far for adventures, Miss Von Grossen-Newton. I'm Sergeant Michael Kelly of the New York Police Department, here on the case of the stage door slasher.
So it's not an audition?
Only for a killer, it seems.
Just my luck.
I told you, and I told you, but did you listen? No, I'm just a silly songwriter. I did go to the Boston Conservatory, you know.
I think this exposure unwise, Sergeant.
The killer is working too damn fast. He didn't just go after you and the notebook. He went after someone who obviously could expose him somehow. And not just once. We've had 2 murders here. Maybe 3. Maybe 4 if you count O'Reilly.
Who is maybe 3?
There are bloodstains by this desk.
But nobody else is missing.
Nobody we know about.
Wait, you mean there could be someone missing who wasn't even here in the first place?
If you're the police, then what was all that business in regards to notifying them about Beatty's book?
I'll set up.
I was to be the bait Roger when the killer came looking for me. And the book, the sergeant would capture him. Clever, yes.
It was. Until you told us all about it.
Obviously, some other people are more dangerous to the killer than this book.
Perhaps it's a combination of that book and those other people that worried the killer. With them out of the way, the book is useless.
That's exactly the way I got it pegged, miss.
I still maintain we should look through these blueprints. The chase is half the fun.
So, let me get this straight. All that nonsense about Bibby's notebook was just made up in order
No, the book was the real McCoy, sent to the department from Princeton last week. It had certain information that made us reopen the case.
What sort of information?
Look at the last entry.
Piccadilly 1020.
My God!
What is it, honey?
I've got the new second act opener. Quick, hand me a pen! That is so annoying.
The Piccadilly was our hotel in New York, but what's the 1020?
Your room.
My room?
And the rest of the artistic staff. It's Phoebe McAllister's last appointment, the night of the murder.
Oh, that's all that stuff Elsa was talking about earlier. Well, it obviously didn't worry the killer too much.
And why should it? The staff suite? My God. I mean, the key was left at the desk. Everyone, designers, stage managers, everyone had access to these rooms. You reopened the investigation based on this one appointment?
We were hoping it might lead to something.
Well, obviously, it didn't.
Obviously it did. There are 2 people dead.
Wait a minute. The thing I can't figure out is why Bibi was at the hotel at all. It shows off the road, everyone's staying at home. Now what does a chorus girl do on her day off?
Huh? Oh, well,
Sleeps.
well, she certainly wouldn't go near where a murderer was loose.
I would imagine Bibi would want to spend time with friends. Wouldn't you, Elsa?
BB had many dear friends, Ken.
Too many?
There's a list following the appointment in parentheses, 22, toe shoes, Leo, then a series of numbers, 288129. Leo could be something astrological.
Isn't 22 a type of gun?
Caliber, yeah. We wondered about that, but there was no gun involved.
22, tutu.
What?
Tutu, toe shoes, Leo, leotard. It sounds like the appointment was for a ballet class or something. Though why she'd wear a tutu is beyond me.
What's it look like?
A tutu? It's a short skirt, very stiff, sticks out in front like.
She had it on.
What?
The tutu. She had it on. We didn't release that to the press. So did the other 2.
Murdered in a tutu, my God.
How are they wearing their hair?
Hair.
Yeah, was that the same too?
Now that you mention it, it was. Tight. Pulled back like a school teacher.
Ballet dancers. The slasher was killing ballet dancers.
Why?
Probably stuffed through lace silphidries one time too many.
What I mean is they were dressed like ballet dancers, as if it was some sort of audition or act.
Anyone want to hear the new lyric? I think I've caught the real flavor of Washington with it. It's called Ways, Means, and Mischief. I'll take it from the chorus.
Poor Bernice. She works herself too hard.
Elsa!
You're dead. Beg your pardon?
Maybe the cold revived her.
Don't anybody move!
Oh, Bernice. Was ist los?
Elsa, you fell dead from that closet into my arms.
Perhaps it was someone else. I've been in the basement gathering potatoes for the vicious swap.
She's still out there. Dead.
Who is dead?
Elsa, have you a twin?
Yeah, I'm of triplets, sisters, but they're in Germany.
Elsa, someone who looks very like you was murdered here this afternoon.
Oh, well, look.
Come this way.
My mother and father were laborers in the government printing plant in Berlin. In 1923, they died. When the carton containing marks the equivalent of $5 American fell on them, they were crushed. My sisters and I were raised by relatives. We only saw each other on Benaxterbin to decorate the Benaxterbon and give out presents on Benaxterschenkel.
Gesundheit!
My birthdays, I did not know my sisters!
That woman has no sense of humor.
Did Elsa accompany you out of town during Manhattan holiday?
No, Elsa stayed here at the house.
My gosh, identical triplets, a homicidal maniac, secret passages?
Yeah, it's beginning to look like one of those murder mysteries you direct, Mr. De La Maze.
I didn't know. You did a mystery, Ken?
1. Murder at the Biltmore with William Powell, Myrna Lord, Sidney Blackman, Ralph Bellamy, Nat Pendleton, Louise Albritton, and Elisha Cook Jr.
Has that been released?
No. Have you seen it?
I think so.
I don't think she looks a thing like me.
But Elsa!
She's the spitting image.
Was either of your sisters a ballet dancer by any chance?
Dancer? Gott in Himmel, no! Oh, Hilda lives in Stuttgart working at the boat yard making sails. And Helga lives in Strassland waiting tables at the beer garden. Now, you'll excuse me, I must be getting back to the dinner.
Hold it!
Oh.
So you're saying that's not your sister out there?
I'm saying anything is possible, but I believe my sisters to be in Germany.
That woman is an exact likeness.
My godfather was a merchant seaman out of Bremen. Perhaps he put to shore in Brooklyn. There's only a train ride to here, n'est quoi? Mr. O'Reilly is dead also?
We don't know.
Okay.
I told you she had eyes for him. 2 murders, and all she's concerned for is O'Reilly.
Obviously, Elsa is lying, though I can't imagine why.
She's covering for him.
I thought espionage was in your blood.
It is! It's just a little sluggish at the moment.
Maybe Helsa's sister was on her way here and was killed before Helsa knew she arrived.
But why wouldn't she identify her?
Maybe Helsa's sister is the slasher.
Well, if Elsa's sister is the slasher, then who slashed her?
Oh, it's all too confusing.
No, look, it's simple. Look, you got a sister who's a servant in Chappaqua, a sister selling sausage and sauerkraut in Stuttgart, and a sister sewing sail somewhere.
Strassland.
So either Helga from Stuttgart or Hilda from Strassland is seeking out her sister in a snowstorm in a swing secluded section of Chappaqua and attacked by a homicidal avenue thinks Hilda or Helga is Elsa. Now, ask yourself why.
Ask myself why. I don't even know what you said.
Ask myself why what?
No, not why what, why who.
Why who what?
No, not why who what, why what?
Why who what why?
What? Because before you ask who, you have to ask why.
And how?
How what?
I was just agreeing. And how?
Maybe it depends on when.
When what?
Please, if you're gonna do that again, I need another drink.
Let me see the book.
What if Helsa is the stage door slasher? It's what we're all thinking,
Yeah,
right?
It's what we're all thinking, but why would Helsa murder 3 women?
Jealousy.
Of whom?
Your friends, you said you had many.
I said BB had many.
Really, Roger, if you're going to take the thoughts of others and twist them, you should stick to Jerome Kern. You do him so much better.
I do not steal from Jerome Kern.
No, he most certainly does not.
Thank you, Bernice.
It's Sigmund Romberg.
Fine. Fine, let's all be viciously funny about my talent. It strikes me as an exceptionally transparent attempt to get us off the current subject, which is which one of us might have had a motive.
All right. You want to start with the well-known fact that you hate dancers?
Not true. I only hate them when they sing.
You wanted those 3 girls cut from the numbers.
But not with a knife!
My point is, we could come up with a motive for any of us in this room. Even me. Like they were all pregnant or something. But I do not believe the killer to be in this room.
What about O'Reilly? We haven't seen him since the blackout.
He may be dead.
Or in those tunnels.
Well, we won't know if we don't look. I'm gonna set up lunch. And then I suggest an armed foray into those walls. Well, there is another possibility. Perhaps Helsa is her sister.
What?
Just something that I thought of earlier. When I tried to kiss her good morning, something different.
She kisses her maid good morning.
All right, I want to get back to solving this thing. I want to reconstruct the moment before the crime. I want everyone where they were standing just before the lights went out.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
No, this can work. Ellery Queen does this all the time.
All right, let's try. I was here. Bernice, where were you?
She was over there.
We were here?
Poor Maxwell was sitting over there.
Yes. This doesn't tell me a goddamn thing.
Well, I, for one, do not believe that Elsa should be alone in the kitchen with Helsa.
Wait, Ken! Oh, I wanted to read in my new second act opener.
Bernice, I personally believed what we had originally was fine.
But Maxwell hated it.
Maxwell was dead, Bernice. I don't think you can let the opinion of a dead man influence you.
I can't believe either of those two could be the slasher.
Nah, I doubt they are. I got me a whole other theory.
Hey, you coming to dinner?
In a sec.
What, you find something interesting?
It's addresses, appointments, and a kind of log. She refers to things she's done that day. See LN_W/K.
Lunch with Kathy. Another dancer in the show. We already checked those notes out. Well, the ones we can make sense of, anyway.
I think it's a code.
Code. Why would she keep a code?
Every so often, there's nothing but a list of numbers.
Phone numbers.
But there's not always an exchange. See, here's Endicott, Murray Hill, but then rows of numbers. It's a code.
Bank accounts. Secret bank accounts.
Yeah, maybe.
I got me a whole other theory, and it's based on plain old-fashioned police
Or
work.
maybe serial numbers.
Observation. Observation, that's the key. And if I'm right, then someone is in very great danger. I think I know exactly who that...
Maybe the numbers are letter substitutes.
And where'd you learn about that?
When you were a kid, didn't you ever send away to Jack Armstrong or Orphan Annie for a secret decoder?
Oh, Don Winslow of the Navy. I got a ring.
Well, I'll use the Orphan Annie system. Let's try to break it.
What we need then is paper. Holy mackerel, the desk drawer. Hey, Sarge. Where'd the
My gosh, another tunnel!
This place is more secret than South Aquatica.
There are steps leading down.
Are you crazy? Don't go in there.
I want to see what's down there.
If you run into the slasher, don't plie. Great. Now come back up. I can't believe believe you're doing this when there's a killer loose. I mean, there's someone, maybe a raving lunatic around here with a knife or a saber, and you're running around down there in the dark instead of staying up here in the light where it's safe. Oh my God! Hi! Can I help you? All the dancers seem to be out right now, but if you care to leave a message, no thanks, I shaved recently! Besides, I have my own barber, Frank, at the Astrino. Oh, I get it. You think I'm a dancer! That agent of mine, he'll tell anybody anything to get me apart. No, I'm a comic. Oh my God, look, a ballet dancer! Music! See you later! In addition to being a comic, I'm also a ventriloquist. Throw my voice anywhere! Looking for this?
Eddie, why'd you shut? Eddie?
Oh, they all been free! Where'd he go? Oh, clip him, so help me! Oh, calm down.
Eddie, did you shove me in there as some kind of joke?
How'd you get out of there?
There's a lever next to the door.
The slasher was here!
The slasher was here?
Yes, right here in a long raincoat with a bag over his head.
Well, what do he look like?
Like somebody in a long raincoat with a bag over his head.
No, I mean tall, short.
Who knows? Well, maybe I was busy looking at the razor.
Let's go tell the others.
No! It could be one of them. They were looking for this, but I grabbed it and ran.
You did? Gee, Eddie, you're kind of brave.
Nah, just fast. See, when you play some of the joints I play, you... Ooh.
Which one of them do you think it is?
Well, I got a theory based on observation.
O'Reilly!
Well, we thought you were dead.
Oh, sure, and so did somebody else. Oh, I guess this in me head it was left to die.
When was this?
Oh, when I was going for the aspirin.
Hope you got a chance to take a couple.
Oh, well, I come to. I found myself in these tunnels, and I'm at the devil's own time trying to get out.
There have been 2 murders here.
And what's worse, this isn't even an audition. It's a setup to catch the slasher.
Murders? Who?
Mr. Baverstock and someone we either think is Helsa, Hilga, or Hilda.
What?
Someone who we think is Helsa's twin sister.
Her sister was it? And Helsa, is she alright?
Oh yeah! She's fine. She was concerned about you too.
Faith, she's a fine, simple lass. Now, I think I'll get myself a spot of brandy to ward off the chill.
Sit still. I'll get it.
How long have you been in this country, Mr. O'Reilly?
What?
I asked how long you'd been in America. You are Irish-born?
As petty as cow.
And where in Ireland are you from?
Sure, now you're familiar with Ireland, Colleen.
I've never been there, no.
Well, there's a spot in County Blarney, where the sun, rising over the McNamara Mountains, hits first. Look at the fine village of McGillicuddy, to another of God's days. Tis there the time from it, is there the time will ever be.
You should know better than to ask an Irishman where he's from. We could have been here all night.
Sure it is warm and there's a bug up heat in August.
Have I seen you in anything on Broadway, Mr. O'Reilly?
Are you writing a book about me, miss?
Dinner is served. Oh, Mr. O'Reilly, you've returned to us.
He was hit up and hadn't left to die.
Oh, dear. We've unleashed something horrible in this house tonight. However, the Vichy squad is ready, and where's Sergeant Kelly?
I don't know. Thought he was with you.
Perhaps he went to wash up. Come along, everyone else in the kitchen. Let's eat up so we can get down to the serious business of the evening.
He's Irish.
Well, that's easy enough to tell. We'll give him some more brandy to see if he either tries to fight, sing, or write a poem.
Bagora, I went and forgot me drink. Dinner is served, Elsa. They tell me your sister is dead. Are you in mourning? Come on out, Elsa. I think we should talk.
They sent me for the wine. I'm not looking. Just going for the wine. Oh, gee, they didn't tell me if they wanted white or red. Well, I guess I'll just take one of each. Sorry to interrupt. I'll tell them to leave you something. Don't look. O'Reilly May. Oh, and they were getting along so
I'm going for
well.
help.
Hey, ask if we're having meat or fish.
Where'd they go?
Into the wall.
He was trying to kill her. We have to help.
Help how?
Where's that
I'm
cop?
going into that tunnel.
Are you crazy? Don't go in there.
It's useless to try and stop her, believe
We
me.
can't just stand here and do nothing.
Sure we can.
We need to track them from 2 directions. Look, Nikki, you go in through here. I'll go into the billiards room.
That's the billiard room.
Yes.
Interesting you place it over here by the parlor.
Well, it used to be the music room, you see.
I would have placed it closer to the solarium.
Can we hold the architectural discussion until later? He may be killing her. I'm going in.
Oh, I'll go with you. Two can die as easy as one.
Here, take this so you can see what you're up against.
See it. Who wants to see
Play
it?
the radio very loud. That way we can always
Right.
find this room.
Oh, if you can find the red network of NBC, Phil Savantly and his all of our orchestra is on right now.
Be careful, it's a labyrinth in there. Stay close together.
Please, Roger, anything but that.
Buried under snow in this blizzard fast reaching catastrophic proportions. Transportation is halted. Governor Lehman and Mayor LaGuardia have declared that a state of emergency.
Now is a power failure.
From your mouth to God's ears, Roger.
There's some storm lanterns in the pantry. I'll go get them.
I bumped into the piano.
That was me, Roger.
Are you coming, Roger?
Bernice, are you still sitting by the piano?
Yes, and I'm not moving till these lights come back on. I'm just going to sit here with my wine and relax.
We'll be back for you, Bernice. You two, let's go.
There's mischief in Washington, and guess who has to pay? There's mix-ups in Washington, and guess who? Who is it?
You have not seen me.
Not in years.
Ah, it's frozen.
Corridor?
I'm going to go back into that closet and you will not tell them you saw me.
My lips are sealed.
If you say one word, I'll drag you into the tunnels where no one will find you. Have you been stripped, tied to walls, and whipped? Bell!
Do I have to answer that?
Remember, one word, and you die.
She's in the closet! She's in the closet! Who? Hafsa! She's in the closet!
What is she?
Ah!
I'm gonna go get the sergeant. Stay here in case she comes out of the wall.
Out of the walls. Oh, right. I forgot we're staying in the house
waltz.
A waltz?
Of course, Dick Rogers does whatever show can.
Bernice, this is hardly the place, and it certainly isn't the time.
Isn't the time, Roger. Isn't the time. I'm creative. Don't tell me. It isn't the time. The contractions are starting and he tells me it isn't the time. I have been stopped from giving birth a lot here tonight, Roger.
Has anybody seen the maid?
She's in the closet.
She has a butcher's knife.
I've got a gun.
What's an Irish tenor doing with a gun?
I'm not Irish. I'm Italian. Lieutenant Tony Garibaldi, NYPD, working undercover on a case to stage door slasher. The maid's the slasher, she's making her way up the river. All right, Benzel, jigs up. Come out with your hands high. You hold me, Benzel. You're trapped. Okay, I'll count to 10. Eins, zwei, drei.
Well, he's counting in German.
Elsa is German.
Vier, fünf,
5.
No wonder they're so broke over there.
acht, neun, zehn.
She couldn't come out even if she wanted to. The door's locked.
Oh, that's right.
Well, unlock it then.
Oh, hi! Oh, thank God I found you. The flashlight went and died on us, and we've been wandering around in the tunnels ever since. Would have gotten lost too, but I held her hand and led her through the tunnels. All right, Nikki, come on, we're back in the house. Wait a minute. What happened to Nikki? What? Oh, I can't understand a thing you're saying because you've got a gag in your mouth. Hang on. Okay, what'd you say?
I said, take this goddamn gag out of my mouth.
Did you pass the maid in there?
Who knows? It's too dark to see anything.
Elsa is the stage door slasher.
Elsa? And she was in there? With Nikki?
I'll take care of this.
Hold it. This is a job for the police.
But he is police. Lieutenant Tony somebody.
Well, he's working on the slasher case.
Out of where?
Headquarters.
What division?
Erie Crimes.
Erie Crimes Division?
Yeah, it's a new thing the commissioner sort of put
You got
in.
a badge?
Of course he's got a badge. He just showed it to us.
All right, come on, pal. Let's see some ID.
Sure. All right, hands up. Everyone, over there. Move. Move. Move.
It's my badge, right? You're the son of a bitch that cocked me on the head, right?
I needed the ID. Would have worked too. The bubble that you spoiled everything.
Hey, just a minute.
I can't find that sergeant.
Elsa!
Hello, everyone.
Stop your squawking, sister.
What's gotten into Mr. O'Reilly?
He's not O'Reilly.
I'm Klaus Seltzer of the Sicherheitsstaatspolizei.
The Gestapo!
Temporarily assigned as a German consulate in New York as a cultural attaché.
What does the Gestapo want with a stage door slasher?
What I want is for you, Sergeant Kelly, to take the lantern and lead the way to the closet.
You can go to hell.
Bitte, Sergeant Kelly. I could easily have killed you before, but I didn't. Why not? Professional courtesy. Take the lantern.
No.
I suggest the rest of you touch your heads, as a bullet from the gun causes quite a large hole.
Don't make a move, Daddy, or you'll be pushing up daisies. Ensign Nicole Crandall, United States Naval Intelligence.
We're gonna need some rope.
There's some in the pantry. Oh, okay.
I'll go with her. She shouldn't be alone.
Wait, I'm not staying here with all these guns waving around. Bernice?
Scotch and soda.
Oh, never mind.
I'll go get some piano, Crownhead.
Hey, where'd you learn to do that?
Basic training.
That's pretty basic, all right.
Okay, Ensign, I'll take over.
Naval intelligence. I'll be damned.
We've been after this guy for 3 weeks.
No wonder you were always walking in the tunnels. You were packing a heater in your handbag.
This cat a spy or something?
Worse, he's a saboteur. His name is Dieter Wenzel.
Have the wrong man.
Shut your trap.
Wait, Wenzel?
That's right, Helsa's brother.
What's he doing here?
The Nazis landed this guy and 5 others in Long Island 3 weeks ago. We caught 4 of them in Sag Harbor posing as novelists.
My name is Klaus Stansdorf.
Baloney. The saboteurs had false identities, $500,000, and a mission to blow up installations all over the country and effectively retard our nation's communication system.
Gee, and I thought the post office was already handling that.
But this guy, and a guy named Franz Becker decided the money was more important than the fatherland and took off with the Do-Re-Mi.
So where's this guy's buddy, Becker?
The Katzenjammer kid here bumped him off with the greenbacks, right, Fritz?
Wrong. I killed Becker because he was a traitor, Dummkopf.
Hey, who you calling Dummkopf?
Her I call Dummkopf. You I call Bumblenats. Just wanted to get that straight.
Okay, Eddie, go get this guy's coat so it doesn't freeze outside. How'd you get on this guy's trail anyway?
See, Naval Intelligence knew he had a sister. We figured it was a long shot, but he might have to her.
And they sent you alone against the killer?
I was the only agent who could sing harmony.
Listen to me, all of you. Your lives are in great danger.
Okay, pal, you can tell us all about it when we get downtown. Now here, up against this wall.
I'm not Dieter Wenzel. Dieter Wenzel is an officer of the German military counterintelligence. He's also a homicidal maniac.
Homicidal maniac? How'd he get into the German army?
We recruited him.
And he's the one doing all the killing?
Of course.
And what's he doing, and where is he now?
He is...
All right, I'll tie him up. I found the rope. I'm very handy with half stitches.
Oh! I've lost the lyric. It's gone and it's never coming back.
He's dead.
There's bloodstains on these books. The knife came right through here.
Moby Dick? I don't see how a knife could get through that. I couldn't even finish the first chapter.
My God!
He was stabbed through the bookcase.
This is about where I was grabbed.
There's a passageway in there.
Holy mackerel!
I'm going in.
No, Sergeant! It's no use. That passageway breaks off into 5 others.
Oh my God!
He was stabbed through the bookcase and practically fell on Bernice.
Oh, Bernice. Are you alright?
I can't work in these conditions, Roger. They have no respect for an artist. It's casting swerve before pie. I am very drunk.
I know.
No good. It splits off 5 different ways just inside. We're going to have to take this a step at a time. But first, let's get this guy outside with the others. Come if you give me a hand.
Hey, can we stop by the hallway to pick up my earmuffs? I don't want to freeze again.
No?
Okay.
It's a consonant substitution. Baby's book. Someone never got the code.
I was.
I love codes, much like playing Bach. BB was substituting numerals for consonants on a bi-triplet basis.
How's it work?
Oh, it's very, very easy, especially since she repeats number sets. See, this becomes A, P, P, apples. Here it repeats apples. Then we have corn, then oranges. It's like some sort of ongoing shopping list. And then finishes with peppermint.
Apples, oranges, corn, peppermint?
And what do you make of that?
Could be some type of salad.
No, I think the peppermint might tend to dominate.
Not if we don't let it sit out too long.
Perhaps the sweetness of the oranges would counteract
Word substitutes.
Word substitutes? Of course, it's another
Excuse
code.
me, Frau.
Helsa!
God, now.
Hands up!
What is wrong with you people?
We know you're the stage, your slasher,
You
Helsa!
threatened me with a knife!
Then you open the closet door? None. So there's running around in the tunnels and keeping the dinner warm. I've been trying to avoid being killed by my homicidal maniac of a person.
Dieter Wenzel?
Yeah, he came here seeking refuge, posing as an Irish tenor.
Mr. O'Reilly?
Yeah.
But that can't be the case. Mr. O'Reilly is out dead in a snowbank.
Oh, I will look. Oh, yeah, that is Dieter. Oh, poor Dieter. You know, he used to be a very famous German cabaret entertainer. And now he lies dead in a snowdress for strangers.
I do hope there isn't a sudden thaw. I don't know what the milkman would think.
He was trying to kill you earlier?
Yeah, he knew I would turn him into the authorities. And you shot him?
He was stabbed through the bookcase.
Oh. My God! The tunnels!
What about that?
There's something else in there. Something evil. Rushed up against it in the dark. And have you seen it? If it is human, it's dressed all in black. It's the smell of death. It's demonic, and it waits for us all. Naviga Frau, should I put the cucumbers back on ice?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay.
Something evil. I'm gonna go get the sergeant. Did Hulsa actually threaten you earlier?
Well, she held the knife, and then we slammed the door in her face.
She could be telling the truth then.
If she is, we should get out of this house as quickly as possible, blizzard or no blizzard.
If she is, it makes it all the more important that we break this code.
Right. And what does it say about the night of the murder?
Piccadilly, 1020, tutu, toe shoes, Leo, and corn. What's another word for corn?
Well...
No, no, no!
But I'm the only one with even slightest knowledge of those passages. I have to go.
It's too dangerous for a woman.
Ha! Not with this. The Derringer my father used as the personal bodyguard of Archduke Ferdinand.
You know how to use that thing?
I shot the O out of every stop sign in Westchester County.
Good enough for me. Okay, folks, here's the plan.
Listen, everyone, we've broken part of the code in BB's book. Here's what it says in Night of the Murder. Piccadilly, 1020, tutu, toe shoes, Leo, and corn.
Corn? What's corn?
A word substitute, we think.
You think? She was another dancer in the show, wasn't she? Maybe she had corns. Okay, here's the plan, folks. We're going to take the 3 passageways out of here. One gun to a passage. The other gun will stay here in case the fiend, or whatever it is, comes jumping out of the walls. Elsa, you take that gun and you go through there. Eddie, you led me through the tunnels pretty good a while ago. You take this and go through there.
Hey, if this doesn't have a flag that pops out the front of it and says bang, I don't know what to do with it. Boy, I played some tough rooms in my life, but this one takes the cake.
Ensign, you stay here.
Aye, aye, sir. I want to keep working on this code anyway.
Are there any places the passageways don't lead?
The pantry.
Good. Then you 3 go to the pantry so then you'll be safe.
Oh, safety is exactly what I had in mind.
Come on, Bernice. We're moving.
Oh, good. Is there anything open this late?
All set? Let's go.
Be careful. It's a maze in there.
Hey, you gonna be all right?
Yeah, you gonna be all right?
Yeah, I asked you first. Hey, if I'm not back in 24 hours, cancel my ad in Variety.
Well, Roger and Bernice are all tucked away in a room full of frying pans. Let's hope they don't get into a fight over a lyric.
Shouldn't you stay with them?
I figured I'd come out here with you. You have a job watching 3 passages at once.
Thanks.
Still working on that book.
It's these foods as word substitutes. I just can't figure them.
A code. And locked in BB's mind forever, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I must congratulate you, Ensign, on your performance. As a chorus girl, quite detailed, very convincing. The walk, the trip over the suitcase was an excellent choice.
Well, actually, that was me.
Oh, and the language, swell. So typically cross, the ring of pure, banal truth.
Well, that was kind of me too. See, I was hopeful, you know, knocking around on the Great White Way before I joined the Navy.
Interesting. Did you by chance audition for me?
I don't know, Mr. De La Maze. I went to so many auditions. Maybe one of them was for you. Let's see, did you direct?
I would have singled you out.
Oh, I doubt that.
As different from the rest?
Different?
You don't see yourself as different from the tawdry, shop-worn, self-involved, run-of-the-mill chorus girl?
Gee, no. I thought most of them were pretty nifty.
Oh, nifty. The chase must be going badly. I'd expected to hear shots ringing from the walls by now.
Wait a minute. Maybe I did audition for you. Did you direct I Married an Angel?
Josh Logan.
And I auditioned for Boys from Syracuse.
George Abbott.
Sing Out the News, Who's Who?
Charlie Friedman. Leonard Stillman.
Who's who? People.
What?
People. She was substituting foods for people. She was probably keeping appointments she didn't want anyone to know about.
Anyone being Elsa, naturally.
So that night, it was Piccadilly, 1020, and Corn. Who's Corn? Corn? Corny? A comedian on the show, maybe? What's another word for corn? My God!
Bill Vance would have gotten it much sooner, my pretty. Now you and I are going to take a swell trip.
Naturally, Bernice needs another drink, so I've been elected to. Oh my God!
Don't do anything foolish, Roger.
I don't want to deal with this. I absolutely refuse to deal with this.
You probably think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy.
Ken, I don't want to get dragged into a psychological discussion with you. God knows I'm not feeling secure enough about my own problems to hear yours.
I must have turned left with the hot water heater. Oh God, Ken, don't tell me I'm a stage door slasher.
I am.
I told you not to tell me.
Put that on the desk and get over there.
Excuse me.
Bernice!
I have the wrong room.
Don't. Over there.
Why, Ken? Why?
Why? What?
Why did you kill those girls?
Get over there. My mother was a great person.
You had to ask.
A simple woman, born of simple stock.
Is this going to be a long story, Ken?
My father left her for a ballet dancer.
I knew it.
She was beautiful.
The ballet dancer?
No! My mother, beautiful.
Really? You think so much of her, huh? When's the last time you called her?
Well, it's been a few months, but What do you care? You're going to die. You all are. It just remains to determine how.
Ken, I'm not putting on a tutu for anyone.
A fire, of course. What could be more natural with all these lanterns lying about? And with this house burning to the ground, it should provide me with enough warmth until help arrives, don't you think? No, that won't do. Roger, sit at the piano. Elsa, sit down. Bernice, put your hands on the piano. Nice. Just act natural. Don't look at the gun. Nice. Good composition. It's perfect. Very reminiscent of the final scene from Berlin Calling, a film I made with Paul Lucas.
For God's sake!
Helmut Dantine, Conrad Veidt, George Lawrence, Oscar Homolka, and Merle Oberon. A picture which I'm sure you've all seen since you've seen everything else that I've created that hasn't been released. Little matter, since you're all going to die. Oh, now what can I use to make these flames spread more quickly?
Try cognac.
Eddie, you're in the nick of time.
Yeah, well, no sooner than I was in the tunnels when it occurred to me what Miss Von Grossen,
Newton.
said.
What did I say?
It's a maze in there. And what's another word for corn? Maze. Ken de la Maze. So I've been trying to find my way back ever since.
Excuse me, but if you're done with that cognac bottle, can I borrow it?
Sure. You've had quite enough to drink tonight, Bernice.
We're not at your house, Roger. You don't have to count.
Ken de la Maze. The stage door slasher.
Sure, he killed those dancers and fled to the one place where his madness, his paranoia, his murderous, inhuman tendencies would never be noticed.
Where was that?
Hollywood.
Well, we better go find the sergeant and tell him the chase is over. He could be running around in those tunnels for hours. Eddie, will you go on through there? Will you hold down the Clarendon sign?
Sure, is there any rope?
In the closet. Bernice?
Oh, all right. I guess it's fine this time now the killer's been caught.
I am so tired of picking this one up off the floor.
She got the rope?
This calls for strong coffee.
The rope.
Well, yes, here it is.
Listen, I really prefer being a comic to being a hero, because when you're a hero, you apparently spend your entire time being scared out of your wits. But, well, I guess I better go back in the tunnels and tell Kelly we caught the slasher.
And the saboteur.
Yeah, but what about the sister who sells sausage? Alright, I'll be going now.
Where is everyone?
Wait a minute. If Ken is the stage door slasher, then who can?
I did. Don't move, and you may not get hurt. I know you have a gun and identification as a naval intelligence officer. Where are they? I know what you are thinking. You're thinking this woman is a maid, and I'm trained in hand-to-hand combat. I could very easily take that knife away from another woman. But can you? From a man?
My God!
The handbag! Yeah. No. If your Navy intelligence is any bit intelligent, you would know that Dieter Benzel is once the toast of German cabaret.
A female impersonator?
The best! I do Lottie Lenya, Josephine Baker, and a great teacher. Also, my legs are better.
Then you killed
Everybody.
Mr. Baverstock?
I thought it was Fräulein van Grassenuden. She was sitting in that chair and was hurled away. This house would have been mine. Of course, I also wanted people to think the slasher was here. As it turned out, he was. I also killed the Gestapo agent.
Oh, really?
No, O'Reilly. Just a little joke from the cabaret days.
Then O'Reilly actually
As he
was-
told you, Klaus Stanzhoff. When Franz and I took off with the fatherland's money, Franz went to New York with his sheriff. Stansdorf must have followed him there and killed him. Of course, he must have also had information on my sister and came here.
Then Helso really was your sister?
Twin sister, yeah?
You killed your own sister?
We were never really close, and besides, I needed her identity, as I now need yours.
You'll never get away with this.
Of course I will get away with this. I have a quarter of $1 million, and this is America.
But how do you know so much about what went on?
The walls have eyes as well as ears, Miss Super Spy. Now move. Everyone in your country was as simple-minded as you. Your capital would soon be Berlin. Now you're going to disappear into the walls of this ridiculous house.
Don't move! Stand still! I warn you, I'm a skilled marksman.
The safety is on, Mr. Lone Ranger. A Luger, German gun. It's the best. Get over there.
Hey, what happened to her hair?
She's a guy.
Why are you in a dress? Oh, I get it. You're trying to stay out of the army.
Very interesting country, America. Where else would you find a comedian and a super spy in one room?
The White House, probably.
All right, you two hackers are going to disappear into the tunnels.
Hey, what's he so burned up about anyhow? You ask him to do windows or something?
This is Dieter Benzo.
Benzel? Oh, we could be in a lot of trouble.
I'm going to kill you.
Well, see, that'd be kind of hard to do.
Why?
Because I'm scared of guns. So when they gave me that gun and told me to run around in the dark tunnels with it, naturally I removed the bullets.
What?
Yeah, work for yourself.
Oh.
Man, this cognac really packs a punch.
Hey, you're in the nick of time a second time.
Yeah, here you go. You tie up her, him, them, and I'll look after him.
Don't anybody move!
It's okay, Sarge. We caught the slasher.
Hello, is everyone all right?
This is a stage door slasher.
Helsa is a Nazi saboteur.
Helsa?
A saboteur? Only it's not Helsa. It's her brother, Dieter, a female impersonator.
Dietrich Lottie Josephine Baker.
Really? Do you do Judy Garland?
No, her voice is too ragey for me.
Well, I would have thought if you did Lottie Lenya.
Yes. Lenya's voice is all chest tones, but Garland's
It's
is all...
true, Garland is all head tones.
Could we please leave the musical exchange till another day? I want to lock these two up.
I warn you, I have connections in very high places. I know Harry Cohn and Jack Warner personally. I've lunched with Will Parsons.
Come on, you.
I have friends in Hollywood who are destined for political greatness. Sure, unknown actors today, but someday,
Well, when they come into office, they can appoint you to their cabinet.
They will!
Man, we caught the Slasher and the Saboteur. We'll probably make wind shout.
We are restored to the world. I think the success of our adventure calls for celebration. Let's restore to the kitchen for Crates, Bombay, Von Gross, and Newton.
That's not made with corn, is it?
Corn?
Corn. That's it, Roger Corn.
What's it?
We're wrong setting our show in Washington. These are troubled times. Times for a musical that celebrates America. The cornfields, the cowboys, the Surreys with that frilly little crap on top. Our next show should take place in Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Well, you two performed quite heroically. The Navy will be proud of you, Nicole. I intend to write Eleanor about you. As for you, Mr. McEwen, I'm sorry this wasn't a real audition, or you certainly would have gotten the part.
That's okay. He got the girl.
He did? I mean, I did?
Hey, how can I resist a guy who comes flying out of walls every time I meet him?
I gotta warn you, I'm not a hero naturally.
No one's a hero naturally. Anyhow, I'm not concerned about heroics. I'm concerned about chemistry.
Well, that I have covered.
I know. You inherited it.
It's the storm. Oh.
Elsa?